CFI Airsoft here, doing a review slash update of my Masada. I guess not really an update because I haven't posted anything about this. So I got my A&K Masada from e-bike. Took them about a week, standard shipping from California, about a week to get to the Midwest. Shipped out that first day, so I was kind of surprised on that one. First gun ever from e-bike, so I'm not too upset with anything so far. I'm actually quite impressed. Sorry, I'm a little prejudiced. I like GI a little more than e-bike. I'm sorry, guys. As we go through here, I'll start at the front and just kind of work my way back. On the front of this thing, I took off the orange flash hider that came with it. I mean, we all can do that. As long as you're on the field with it, no one's going to get mad at you. Just don't flash around if you have a non-orange flash hider. Came with this, for $45, came with the flash hider, which was all steel, I think, and a QD suppressor. They just screw on there, put foam in there so it is suppressed. Just kind of add a nice authentic look to the gun. I mean, I think it adds a more realistic look to it. Metal outer barrel here with a inner barrel that goes, it's a little longer than an M4, but still shorter than an M16, so it's kind of one of those odd barrel lengths. I'll try to find out exactly. Polymer foregrip here with a Magpul MVG. I suggest you get the MVG for this. It saves quite a bit of money because it's $20 for rail plus, so you're saving about about $40 if you think about it that way. 50 actually almost. Here we got the flip-up sight, which is metal. I never use it. Did come with a nice little flip-up sight in the rear. Probably gonna just replace that with MBUs and an MBUN and put that on the back. PQ16 has all the nice features on it: bright light, laser, and a nice blue LED. And there's also an IR mode on there too, but I have not taken that safety screw out. As we go back here, we have the bolt, functioning bolt catch, ambidextrous. It's right here. And the bolt, I do have mine on the this side because that's the side I would be most likely to reload on. You can switch it, pull it back like a SCAR. There's a little slot there. You pull it out, stick it on the other side, push it forward. You're all good to go. Ambidextrous mag release. So there's that. These are all metal furnishings too on here. All pins are metal. QD front mounts metal. Like I said, all pins. Charging handle and bolt are both metal, aluminum, I'm assuming. EOTech 551 or 552 replica on there. Has all the red, green modes on there. Ambidextrous fire selectors on there. Triggers, metal. Obviously that's ambidextrous. Polymer lower with attached pistol grip. You can't take that off. That's a nice feature that I've had problems with those coming loose on my SCAR and other M4s. Like I said, the foregrip here is polymer. The way you get that out, it's like a G36. Pin back here, the lower, it pulls the thing out. Little area there for a little brick battery. It does run the cylindrical butterfly batteries, not the Nunchuck 9.6. So that's the good news with that, is I ran both those in there. Worked just fine. 9.6 is I would say is probably the best battery option for this. 8.4, I tried my 8.4 and didn't really fire too fast on there. I mean, it was kind of slow rate, which I figured it would be. I'm guessing around 400 feet per second, 370 somewhere in there. Folding stock, that's kind of what you would imagine. The A&K Masada does include that with the full 2-position adjustable cheek riser and the 6-position stock. And this feature right here, that you might be thinking, well, that's kind of a bummer that it has that. Well, no, that's not a defect. The real one's meant to do that too, because say you get out of your car, or say you're riding a Hummer, and you have this in real life, and say you want the stock way up there, well, you pull it out to where you want it at, and you shoulder it. You don't have to worry about finicking with the adjustment buttons, and you can always adjust it easier going in, if you ask me. There's no locking mechanism on this. When it goes this way, it does lock this way. All it is there is a spring retention, but I mean, if you ask me, I'm not ever going to fire my gun probably with this stock folded as for if I'm riding in a deuce and a half or something like that, where I would want to not have the gun 4 feet long. Mag that came with it, high cap P-Mag, just came with the gun. It hasn't had any feeding issues. It's a little wobbly. Metal stand mags have no wobble in it, I've noticed. Those fit actually really well. I have 2 in my dump pouch. I'll show you that later. I have a question for you guys. Anyone that owns a Masada, can you tell me why I might not have any of the features here if this is a more recent Masada, like the Gen whatever. The only trademark I got here is a Magpul holographic sticker. You might be able to see there with my serial number on it. That's the only thing I got. I guess I mentioned before there's a QD attachment up here. There's also a QD attachment on the sling here, along with looks like a regular, don't know what you would call it, style sling mount there. And there's 2 holes here. I've seen a sling adapter you can buy that will go into this where the stock, not where it folds, but where the folding plate, I would call it. So that's there, and that's my A&K Masada plans. Probably the MOE rails on there, along with for ops only. I'm not gonna use it for regular weekend games. Is have an EGLM, the Lantern Tactical one on, for $80. The EGLM right here for anti-tank and anti-bunker. So that's kind of the gun in a nutshell. If you have any questions, let me know. I prefer only questions about ergonomics of the gun, personal questions about the gun, not how do I do this, how do I adjust this. Hop-up's pretty easy. Hop-up's just a slider. I'm just going to say that right now. Battery installation's any small type battery pretty much will fit in there as long as it's not a nunchuck, the 9.6 nunchucks that are pretty thick. A lot of the standard brick batteries and the circular nunchucks that can go in crane stocks fit perfectly in there. Use both in there. So that's kind of my gun in a nutshell. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys, like I said, like, subscribe, comment, and share the video.